My name is Mia Pappas. I am from, I have to look at my notes. This is weird. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. And my three main archetypes were nurturer, connector, ruler. But I would say they were all very, very close, like one off from one another. So that's me. Hello.
What I would love to hear from each and every one of you too is thinking about your combination. All of the other archetypes have connections within each other, and this is what's going to be so, you guys are going to love this in the next round of SMA, because we're really going to look at where each archetype are cousins with each other. But for your particular combination, how is that showing up for you? Yeah, I just want to hear any thoughts about how things are either amplified or you think some things get cancelled out because of your combination, where your challenges could be, kind of even harder sometimes, or if you think there's another flavor of an archetype that kind of brings in to kind of help you.
I forgot to say what I did. So I'm a hairdresser and a realtor. So hairdresser for a very long time, and then a realtor that's the newer business. But yeah, I can definitely see the nurture connector in pretty much all of my business all the time. Even the ruler, at times, I think I need more ruler. I definitely need someone, I need the person that's going to make me charge. I would say, looking back at my businesses, the most I've ever made is usually when there's someone else at like the front desk or something like that, making me charge what I'm supposed to charge in the hairdresser, world. Even when it was my own salon, I had those. I can definitely see the connector energy as well, just because everyone does become my friends. Like now, I go to the majority of my clients' homes to do their hair. It's just easier, and because we do kind of have that friendly relationship, but that's what I like about it. And they trust me, and that's kind of how the whole real estate thing kind of came into play as well, is just wanting to help people on a much larger, grander scale. But yes, my downfall is typically not charging enough, just wanting to help everyone, to definitely spite myself, even when I try really not to. So I need that ruler energy kind of comes into play, but only when it's kind of forced. So
I've been asking all the archetype groups too, because this is fascinating. When you go to join a course or a program or working with somebody, what are things that are an easy yes for you, and what are things that turn you off?
So what makes me not buy a program for me is like that hard push, hard sell, buy now, all screaming up in your face. That is, nope, that's an instant pass. Nope, I'm not even gonna dive any further into that. What makes me purchase, I'm a slow burn type of person. So I'm going to follow you for a little while. I'm going to look at something that you wrote. I'm going to follow your blog. Then I'm going to look you up a little bit more. Then I'm going to listen to a podcast. Then I might do one of your free courses. I'm going to make sure and grow with you type of person. And then once I'm all in, I'm all in. Then it's like you and me to the end. And then I'm like your best cheerleader. So that's definitely connector stuff there.
Okay, so here's a question that no one mentioned: giving back. So is it important to you to see that somebody gives back with their business or with their launch? So what if it was then a surprise on the thank you page to say, hey, and we're going to donate, this, because we always donate for launches, but we don't do it as part of our launch. We don't talk about it really. And it was just a curious hypothesis for me to go, oh, would that be something that you would, especially if your business was geared towards connectors, nurturers, is that something that's just a must do? But it sounds like it's kind of not.
I would say for me personally, I probably honestly wouldn't even notice the donate button or page. Once I'm in, I'm in. Once I'm ready to purchase something from you, especially like a coach, I trust you completely. So I'll skim. I'm going to go to pay however I need to pay. And then if it pops up afterwards that some of that is going towards a charity, I'm just going to be like, yeah, great. Okay, great. Full trust at that point. So once I'm all in, I'm all the way in, and whatever you do, I completely trust you is kind of the way I deal with anything donation or anything like that. I probably wouldn't even notice it, to be completely honest.
So there's so many more questions. Where do I want to go next? Okay, so I would love to hear about your ideal clients, okay? Because I'm a big believer in business. There's no right or wrong business models. There's no right or wrong, clients. There's no right or wrong marketing that you want to do. It's just finding the right fit for you. And sometimes when we start, we don't know, and we're just either trying to be ourselves and seeing who we attract, or we try and be everything to everyone, which could maybe be a connector, nurturer kind of thing. But like, have you got awareness now of who are your right fit clients?
So for me, my ideal client, it's funny because I still kind of have the dual thing. So with hairdressing, I would say I've had my ideal client for quite some time. They're very nurturing people. Maybe some accumulators in there. They're teachers, they're nurses, they're consultants, they're people that do a lot for other people, and a lot of self-employed. But I would say in real estate, I'm still trying to kind of find, my niche there, but my ideal client, and it's just kind of something I've been thinking about a lot. I always say they're kind of like hippies with money. And like, for me, I'm always just kind of think like Willie Nelson, maybe Dolly Parton, like Jimmy Buffett, like everyone's just kind of laid back, cool. They kind of know what they want and just need me to kind of help them get there. And I'm starting to find that. A lot of my clients that I've helped in real estate, they're either first time, and they need a little bit of hand holding, but they're in positions where it's okay and we can get them there, or they're almost at the end. So some seniors, where they're just kind of thinking of like next options, and they need someone that's patient to help them kind of think through and let's talk through the process. And then when they're ready, they're ready. So I would say my ideal client is, like they're going to Margaritaville. I always say, like, one of my tapping scripts is honestly like, I am a beacon and I am a lighthouse for all of my dream clients. So they flow to me effortlessly and easily. And I'm home. I'm where they kind of need to be. So that's my ideal client.
Well, which is a perfect nurturer connector thing to say, right? I'm home. And I think what's fascinating, Mia, is your two professions are such perfect examples of there is a client for every style. Because if you think of hair salons, there's a hair salon in every culture, every town, every socioeconomic, whatever. And we all know what a celebrity salon looks like. Everyone can see it. And part of that for a celebrity is the experience of paying high prices and being in that space. You can never have a celebrity nurturer salon in one, because it's a completely different target market. The marketing, so, you'd never have to say to celebrities, you're worthy of being taken care of as well. Whereas a salon that is for a more nurturer, it's a different thing, isn't it? Like they would feel a little bit more guilty. And how many of your clients do you have to sort of say, no, I will dry your hair. You don't have to leave with wet hair.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. Like that for me was always just kind of part of it. Like when I had my salon, it was just whatever I could do to make you feel comfortable. I was definitely the stylist. I've had my clients for such a long time. Like my hairdressing clients I've had for such a long time. Like I've been there with your children. I've been there with weddings. I've been there with divorces. I've been there through deaths. I've been there through illnesses. So yeah, it's all encompassing. But a lot of it is like, no, here, just read the magazine. It's fine. We don't have to talk at all. Actually, we're just not going to talk. Like, it's fine, whatever you need. So that's definitely my clientele. And that was actually definitely the type of employees I started to attract when I had my own salon. Was a much more nurturing type. I did have a couple celebrities, and it just didn't quite jive, just because there wasn't enough, like, I hate to say it, but like me with it. there just wasn't enough. It was way more focused on like the other people and just doing whatever it was to kind of keep it real chill.
I would love to hear from everyone. What is your last archetype? And you might not know, but you might just intuitively know, because I find we actually get a lot of information from that too. And that can either show up where you need to hire in people for your team. So for me, connector and nurturer are not my highest. So I need to make sure I have customer service people on my team to bring that nurturing energy, right? That's a massive gap.
I believe my last ones were accumulator and celebrity, which I would say the accumulator for me totally makes sense. I believe my husband is an accumulator. So for me, anytime I can see someone spend money, it really truly is like, how do you do that? I have no idea how you do that. Oh my gosh, teach me, please. So that for me is last, dead last. And celebrity is close second, just because I don't necessarily care about labels of certain things. I would say when it comes to the hair products, I am very much a celebrity when it comes to that. But otherwise, like, yeah, that for me, like brands and being done all the time, like a part of that, yes, because of the hairdressing, but it's still very chill. Like I've tried all the eyelash extensions. I really wish I could do that. I really wish I could. I can't. It drives my eyes crazy. Same with like nails and things. It's not me. So for me, those are kind of my last two. And what I noticed though is some of my real estate clients and even my hair clients are accumulators, like for sure. They, they're numbers people. We go over contracts, and I love it because for them, it makes me kind of think in a different way. And same with celebrities. I have my weekly for the client that I've done for a very long time. It's a weekly blowout. She's like, that is just, she used to work in New York. That for her is something that we do. And she's just going to continue to do it until my arm does not work anymore. So, those for me are my last two.
Is there a message that you would have for other people with your archetypes about, why they should join SMA? Like, is there? Yeah.
Yes, I would say, so if nurturer, connector, ruler, I delved into it. For me specifically, like I kind of felt like I'm wanting to work towards my ideal client and marketing, and finding people to kind of fill in the gaps. So for me, that's what SMA has kind of brought in, is really diving into each type and then being like, yeah, okay, I need more accumulators in my life. I need a ruler because my ruler's real small. She's in there, but she's overshadowed a lot by the nurturer. So I need those people. And I would say for me, that's definitely what SMA has brought in. And just the constant, like I constantly go back to it. Like, okay, yes, I can implement that now. And there's just so much that you can kind of keep revisiting it. But yeah, I would say the nurturers, you're allowed permission. It gives you permission. You give yourself permission. It's a lot of like, yes, it's okay. It's okay to spend the time on this. It's okay to spend the money on this. It's okay to think about yourself. It's okay to say no. All those types of things. So that for me is what SMA has brought.
So, are you a ruler, a connector, or a maverick? Hang on, maybe you're more of a romantic or a celebrity. Take the money personality quiz right now and find out which of the 8 money archetypes you are. And then I'm going to teach you how to profit from your strengths and make money in your business based on your natural personality. Click below and find out more.